and they've made some changes on offense. Kind of switched their philosophy a little bit midstream here before the bye week. Become more of a quarterback-directed run team, trying to be more of a spread team. Have some talented guys. Obviously, the new quarterback, Donovan Williams, is a 6'4", 250-pound kid, pretty athletic looking. Running back, Arkell Newsom from Connecticut. We know him very well, good talented player. Noel Thomas, receiver, having a really good year on offense as a receiver. On defense, they're strong. They've got some really talented guys, some NFL caliber players, starting with Melifanu, their safety, and several guys inside. I just think they're very, very big, thick, strong, and powerful inside. They're 32nd in the country against the run. Very tough to run against them. They're 76th against the pass. 76 in total defense. So I think they've got some good, strong, stout players. Obviously, this is a regional game where there's a lot of crossover stories in there, and quite sure that UConn, after having a bye week, an extra week to prepare, will be quite fired up to come up here and to play us. We've got to have a great week this week as we prepare for them. So, any questions?
Coach, do you and staff still believe that Patrick Tolles gives you the best chance to win games going forward?
We do, but every week we evaluate it. Obviously, Pat and Darius will split reps like they do most weeks. Pat was 3 of 11 in the game. He had 2 missed opportunities. Other than that, it takes a whole offense. Receivers with routes, offensive line with protection. There's a lot more that goes into it. It's a unit operation. So wasn't too many opportunities in that game. We ran 53 plays, I think it was, with penalties, maybe 50 without penalties. We're somewhere between 65 and 75 plays. We were down somewhere between 15 and 25 snaps. Our average starting field position that game was 23-yard line. I think our best shot was a 27-yard line. And when you're 3 and out like we are, it's hard to get anything going. So, and with that field position, hard to get anything going. So, we've got to do better than that, and we've got a lot of work ahead of us as we get ready for UConn.
On that theme, though, would you entertain that thought? I mean, if Darius really showed you something great in practice this week? Or...
Of course. You always entertain those thoughts. I mean, you want to play the guys that are playing the best. Whoever we put on that field is because, in our opinion, they give us the best chance to win. We're not trying to go out there and not win. So, that's what we do. And, and that's what we'll continue to do. It doesn't matter what position we're talking about, to be honest with you. So.
Your point of emphasis after the game was kind of up front. You kept saying up front, we got to do better up front. Is that something you're working on this week? And
Well, we had been getting better up front. I thought we started the game, the first couple of drives, we brought the ball over to 50. Next drive, we got it down to the 35-yard line. But what happens sometimes with us is we're playing pretty fast. I actually like the way we were playing up front at that point in time. But then we got hit on that 3rd and 1 in the backfield, and from that point forward, we just didn't handle the adversity. We went into the next series of a penalty, a sack, a penalty, a delay, and at that point, I just felt like we have a tendency right now to lose our confidence, and we've got to learn how to handle that. And we're speaking up front, so we got to learn how to handle those things up front. When you're playing against a good opponent on the road like that, you've got to weather that better. That's part of development. That's something that obviously we have a lot of attention to, and we're really working hard at right now. But there was good improvement on the line, and we opened up that game with good improvement on the line. But then we hit adversity, and we fell apart up front and lost our confidence and didn't play at the same level as that game continued on.
Just real quick, 2 wins makes you bowl eligible. I think players are aware of that. You're aware of that, and it's important. And I'm just curious: how much of that is a marker for progress, especially in a league where the powers are up here, and
right?
There's still a lot to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're obviously you start out the year and you know one of your goals is to be bowl eligible, and that's still right in front of us. But it all matters about UConn because UConn we have to win on Saturday for anything to even be a conversation. So our focus is on playing the best game that we can play on Saturday and winning that football game. That's our complete focus, and that's why I said we're on to UConn right now because that's what's in front of us, and that's what's most important for all the reasons that you talked about. So it has our complete attention as every week does. But I mean, we gotta be able to get going, and we got to get some momentum back going again. We're a team that we played NC State. We were able to play well on defense early. We were able to then create some momentum, and everything started feeding off of each other. That's what momentum does. We have not learned how to handle sometimes being down and coming back. We did that a couple of years ago when we were down 16, I think it was, to USC, but we had a more experienced veteran front. And we have to learn how to handle adversity, okay? We've already tasted when we're in the middle of it against a pretty good football team, we're able to, success breeded success, and we're able to stimulate offense. What we have to realize is we almost have to be in a situation that it's always 0-0, and you got to learn how to overcome those adversities. And those are some of the growing process and maturity process that we have to get done. We have to come out strong, quickly against UConn, and help to create positive momentum. Anything else? All right, guys, great, thanks.